Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video where today we return with round 5 of season 6 of the F1 22 My Team career mode. Yes, we're back this weekend out at the first of the US Grand Prix here. Miami plays host to round 5 of the season. Of course, if you missed out on the last video that went live from Imola, I would highly recommend going back and checking it out, of course. Quite a crazy race from Imola. 84 laps worth of action in that video, so yeah, definitely worth going back and checking it out. But of course, championship-wise, as we head into this weekend, Charles Leclerc leading the way still on 74 points. Sergio Perez now up at P2 there, but I mean, such a ridiculously close battle from Checo down to myself. 6 points covering from second down to P5. Of course, 2-1-2 still leading the way in the Constructors' title there, 119 against Red Bull's 80. But fingers crossed this weekend we can try and have a good race out. Of course, all these races are still being streamed live over on Twitch. There'll be a link to that as well as the full VOD that will go up on one of my other channels as well. But yeah, let's do this thing though. It's time for the Miami Grand Prix. Exactly. And it appears I am the only car going out for a final run here in Q3. So we have got free track space. We need to chase a 25.7. Current fastest by Valtteri Bottas, number 77, with a 25.77. We need a worldie. This has got to be the lap to end all laps here in Miami. I need a second pole of the year after the highs of Saudi Arabia. And technically Imola, I suppose, but still. Oh, that's a little bit ragged for Charles Leclerc, the line, but we get away with it. That should be much better than on the exit. Look at that. Purple sector 1. And that often hasn't been my good sector so far around this venue. Open up the DRS, shortest run as we head down the back straight, get the car back over to the right-hand side. Almost 4 tenths up. Again, spotting the braking point here is not easy, but I've done it. Honestly thought I broke way too late there, but apparently not. Avoid the wall. Just keep the back end planted through here. Take the curb nicely. Oh, wedge it over there. This might be one of the best laps I've done on F1 22. 7 tenths up? Are you having a giggle? Come on. Just don't mess up the final couple of corners. I nailed them last time round. This has got to be my lap of the season so far. Don't bottle it. Don't bottle it. Oh, a little bit of locking. Got away with it though. Managed to roll off the brake nicely. Up over the bump. We haven't even bottled any time either. Out of the final corner up towards the line. Pole position. Give it to me. 25.5. What could possibly go wrong in a race after this? Exactly. Easy dubs. 25.4. Sorry. 25.4. 3 tenths clear on the pole. I think that is the biggest pole margin we've had so far this season. Charles Leclerc down in 8th place as well. So we've got a big opportunity there. But yeah, Bottas joins us on the front row. Lando Norris in P3. 7 cars from 7 different teams making up the top 7 here on the grid. But we are on pole for the Miami Grand Prix. Let's do this thing.
We're here in the coastal shores of Florida for the Miami Grand Prix, which has become the 11th Formula One track held in the United States. The grandstands are packed for what we hope is going to be another fantastic race. A lap of the Miami Grand Prix features 3.36 miles of track around the Hard Rock Stadium, and 19 corners make up the Miami International Autodrome, which will challenge the drivers in a tight wheel-to-wheel race. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks like for today's race. Mr. Monaco lines up on pole position, and it's Valtteri Bottas that completes the front row. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Norris, Liam Lawson, Felipe Drugovich and Perez, Joe, Leclerc, Yuri Vips and Esteban Ocon, Richard Verschoor, Mick Schumacher, Pierre Gasly and Théo Pourchaire, Albon, Deruvula, Oscar Piastri and Daniel Ticktum, Schwartzman, Fittipaldi, Magnussen and Nicholas Latifi. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out then. Let's see who can prevail today. Anthony Davidson joins me once again in the commentary box, and it's fantastic to have you with us here, but I'm curious, as a man with experience out on the track, how do you stop those pre-race nerves from becoming overwhelming when you're lining up on the grid?
Well, I imagine they'll be starting to feel the adrenaline as they anticipate the run down into turn 1, a bit like preparing to go into battle. The unknown situation will bring nerves, but that's a good thing. It'll keep them focused on the moment and on their surroundings as we build towards the start of the Grand Prix.
Okay, now that we've got some good points on the board, let's continue this form and aim for another top 10 finish.
Right, well here we are then, on the grid, ready for the Miami GP. We've had a tough start to the season here, but you know what? This weekend, I feel like we've got a chance. We just need a good, solid race weekend. No major issues and no spins. But of course, through that middle sector, very, very twisty and technical. It is going to be a tough race. 57 laps, 85 minutes worth of racing. I think, theoretically, this might be the longest race we've done so far. But of course, Imola had the rain, which messed things around as well. Right, let's do this thing. Miami Grand Prix, 57 laps of pure racing action here from the Crypto.com circuit. The Hard Rock Stadium, 5 red lights.
Drive-through penalty, you've got a drive-through penalty.
That's genuinely the first time I've ever done that on F1 22. Deary me. How have I managed that? No. Thomas, well, thank you for the sub. I can't believe I've done that. Right. Oh, no. Right, well, this race has just become a whole lot tougher. I've done a Mark Webber then. We've now got to channel my inner Mark Webber. I honestly, what was going through my head there was I remember reading a YouTube comment from someone earlier on today saying I need to have better reaction times on the starts. So I thought, you know what, we'll go for it. And I've absolutely thrown it away at the start. Bottas still all over my gearbox. As we head down towards the end of the back straight, looks like pretty much everyone has started this race on the mediums, but I'm going to have to try and break free then as best as possible early on. I mean, do I pit now? I suppose, no, I mean, do I pit now or do I wait until the very last possible opportunity? I think we've just got to go for it, haven't we? Succeed there already, opening up a bit of time again through the middle sector. I nailed that one. That is my worst start of F1 22. But yeah, thank you very much, though, Tom, for the tier 1 gifted to Wild Sergeant. Come on, nose him. There we go. But we've kind of survived lap 1, I suppose, but boy, have I thrown this one away in more spectacular fashion and earlier than I have at any other point this season, and I don't even get fastest lap at the end of lap 1. The safety car comes out. If safety car comes out, I think that saves me, doesn't it? Flashback from here. I'd love to be able to do that. Right, we will dive in, though, at the end of this lap. I mean, really, at the moment, I've just got to stretch my legs and see what kind of pace advantage we've got over Bottas. I mean, Red Bull need a good weekend here. I think Checo won this race last season. Right, well, as long as we don't get a safety car, then, in the final couple of corners. I mean, 2.7 seconds is not bad going. And also use plenty of battery as well, though, of course, because we're going to get some charge up. But yeah, we are going to dive into the pit lane, then, at the end of this lap. Absolutely thrown this one away at the start, and now, I mean, it gives me some practice of the pit lane here. It's there! I thought it was like here! Deary me! Right, I picked up a 5-second penalty as well. This is not quite what I had in mind. We're actually not going to re-emerge at the back of the field, though. I genuinely thought the pit lane line was later than it is, but heading back out to the circuit then, I thought to be honest, if I realised we come out in traffic, I would have probably gone the one extra lap there, but we've re-emerged in a Mercedes sandwich, down in P18. You've been your rival for so long. Yeah, I've been trying to do the Ocon strat, absolutely. Look at the speed, though. So we head down the back straight, cheeky dive. Whoa! Well, there was no contact, and we made it through. There we go, we're back up one place then already in this GP. It's just how bad are the AI going to be through here, as, I mean, look at that from down Tictum. Trying to get the car alongside, but no opportunity there. Ocon Bahrain vibes. Oh, it has been an absolute disaster to kickstart here in Miami. Looks like there's a bit of a gap a bit further up the road, but can we go to the inside of Tictum? No. Not quite brave enough that time round. Can't even dive bomb a Haas. Right, anyway, come on. Dan Tickton this time round. Surely we can do something. Back into turn 1. There we go. Little dive that time will make it work. And up now into P16. So quite clearly that we can overtake round here. And there are going to be a lot of opportunities for it, but just got to get on with it. I don't genuinely think I know where to turn the AI down, to be honest, at this point. Oh, Albon! I thought I'd outbroke myself and we were going to collide with the Williams, but no, he locks up panicking, spotted me in the mirrors coming in like a torpedo. And I'll absolutely claim the place then. I mean, look how bad the AI threw there. That's where you gain most of your time up around this circuit, but of course they then can normally put the traction down out of here. I have used a lot of ERS early on. But anyway, let's try and see if we can get a run then on Gian Arugula as we get down towards the end of the straight. He's broke earlier than I was expecting. And we'll have another one. I'll have another freebie. Thank you very much. I'm a serial winner at Eat of a Breakfast, dearie me. James, even by your standards, that's a bad joke. Ah!
There's a new strategy available on the MFD.
Oh, mate, honestly, how badly is this race going early on? Make sure we get it slowed down. Dearie, dearie me. I mean, why are they braking so early there? Well, I mean, we'll take our penalty as well, so I guess we have a safety car later on. It's not the end of the world, but, you know, this is the second time we've been in the pits in first 6 laps. It is really, really not going my way. Just get on with it. I mean, this has got to be the world's slowest pit stop. Go! Go!
Perfect job from you and the crew.
Perfect? What in the world made that perfect, game? And now we're like half a lap behind Bottas. Warning? You having a giggle? Right, come on then. Fastest lap. Fastest lap. Fastest lap. 29.3 again. Game, like, if genuinely we get to like 5 laps from the end, this race is still going badly, and then it gives me an engine failure, I'm going to be so apocalyptically upset. 28.6 though, that's a big improvement. Right. Oh, I mean, look how slow those Astons are through there. Let's try and see if we can get a run on Kevin Magnussen. I mean, how boring must it be racing their cars around? Still! Brother! Kevin Magnussen really clearly wants to try and make his life... I mean, it is Kevin Magnussen, to be fair. Can't really expect much different. Around the outside we'll go. Bro literally wanted to put me in the wall for, like, no apparent reason there. It wasn't like I suddenly lunged it alongside him. I've been quite clearly alongside for a few sections. Oh, it's just trying to throw Fittipaldi off, but it's not going to happen. Right, come on, get the power down. Get the power down. Yeah, this is the only excitement the Aston Martins are going to get tonight. Hopefully we can try and just slipstream our way past Fittipaldi. Why are they both fighting this so much? Look how late he's got a break though. There's Piastri into the pits, so that would be a free one. And round the outside of Fittipaldi will go, so we are hopefully... So it was only Piastri then that started on soft compound tyres, I think. And we're going to be ahead of him, so that's good. Right, here we go though. Actually finally starting to battle some cars again. Already had to overtake most of these drivers once, but gotta happen once again then. Robert Schwartzman, we know how quick that AlphaTauri is. We found that out at Imola last weekend. He wants to try and go defensive, but you know what? We'll get to the inside. Bit of contact, but more happy that I didn't completely go into the back of Latifi. I mean, we were on the inside there, so I feel like Schwartzman probably should have backed out a little bit more than he did, but no harm, no foul. I suppose. Come on, now we're near other cars again. Don't start bottling it. Just got to keep it clean and tidy, as will we see Latifi get a run on Dan Ticktum. Open up the DRS. Come on, you can see both of us gaining in on him as we head down the back straight. Are we going to get to the inside? Oh, I broke early, but you know what? We'll go for it anyway. Oh, that was a good move. That was a good move. Weighted it beautifully directly into the apex then. Let's see if we can try and get Dan Tick to make it 3 in under a lap. We're going to be a long way back. Oh, we did break early, but I was never trying to commit to that. Let's see how slow that Haas car is through these first couple of turns. Can we... Oh! I honestly thought then he was going to spin me round, but we've snuck underneath. And remember to P16. If you win, I'll gift 384,039,4029 billion. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Anyway, let's try and go for a move on Alex Albon. To the inside. Oh, beautiful. I'll try and fire the car in then, otherwise he might have turned in on me, but back up into P15. So we're basically back to where I was then, as I almost got into the back of Jay Arugula. Yeah, just got to make sure I don't crash into the back of Pierre Gasly once more. You can see he's been able to make no progress today. Just stuck in this almighty train. There's a big gap ahead of this gaggle of cars. But let's see. Oh, there we go. Car's starting to pit then in this race. So AI are likely to stopping, is up the inside of Daruvula. And how many more are we going to see into the pit lane? Gasly opts to stay out. Some nice kicks of oversteer. The rear tyres screaming at me. So where are we going to come out then against Charles Leclerc in this race? Whoa. Looks like we might be out ahead of him. There's Lando Norris. Come on. No! What are you doing, Lando? Got a warning. Did we get any damage, though? Now we are in a Ferrari sandwich. Somehow, again, no damage. There's Lando Norris on cold tyres. Not going to be able to make that one work. So you know what? We are still fighting towards the front of this race. We're not doing too badly yet. There's Norris on mediums, so the AI are definitely pitting again. So I've still been trying to fine-tune it, but I'm hoping it sounds a lot better. Right, come on. Is Gasly going to brake early? Yes, he is. And this time round, I get to the inside of him. We are up another spot then. There's Ocon, Richard Verschoor, both into the pit lane. That was the other Alpine of Mick Schumacher as well in. So Yuri Vips now. Look at Drugovich applying pressure to Bottas at the front of the field. Where are we going to come out relative to the Red Bull? Just alongside the Red Bull, apparently. Ran the outside through turn 3. And you know what? By the time these last few cars pit, we might be back into the lead here. Anyway, going to have to use plenty of battery this time round. Zhou Guanyu and Liam Lawson into the pit lane then. To the inside now. I'll sit back behind Yuri Vips. Hopefully he's going to pit now anyway. Yes, he does. So we are going to retake the lead then, I think, of the Miami Grand Prix. It's been quite a crazy opener. We're opening half of this race, but we're trying to go for the Max Verstappen strat. You know what? Lawson? Liam Lawson, okay. Where's this Alpine come from in this Grand Prix? Fantastic overcut by Lawson to get himself ahead of Bottas, and I said we were going to be leading this thing. Not just yet. It'll still struggle through here, as you can see. Cold tyres. But can we try and get up the inside? We're going to try it. Yes, we will there, and able to find the grip somehow. We might, however, get a switchback on me, though, off the corner. See Liam Lawson. He's gaining. Come on, lap 23 of 57, 34 more laps to go tonight. I'm having to use battery again. As you can see, Lawson all over my gearbox. Opens up that DRS and will go straight back to the inside. Can I switch him or contact? I can't really take the place there, I don't think, in good conscience. We'll let Lawson keep the place. I did try and go for a touring car bump and run. But we'll sit back for now then. And hopefully we'll try and get a run down the back straight. Come on, let's do this. I have been through the pit lane twice already, remember, in this race. But we are still out fighting for the lead, because if the AI are going to have to pit again, so are we. Oh! I was looking at the wrong meter board, but I've kept it away from another car. Add that to the bottles list tonight. That one was damage limitation. That could have gone, I mean, that could have been GG's. We're going to run down the back straight. No chance. As Oscar Piastri then, up into 9th place. He's got himself into a nice little window there as Oscar, but he's probably going to be pitting very, very soon. Almost into the back of Charlotte. Around the outside? I don't know how I've done that, but you know what? We're going to be drag racing still back down towards Cell 1. Audi 212 going at it. We've had a few battles already this season, but you know what? I come out victorious in that one, basically accidentally, as Charles Leclerc, I think, tried to look back around the outside and will find himself off in the marbles. I think we've got to try and get a run on Checo this time round, almost at half distance here in Miami. We've saved up a little bit of battery over the last couple of laps, but I think he's trying to look for a move on Lando Norris. Come on, we're gaining. Perez, for some reason, bailed out of it slightly. Up the inside, I don't want to run into the back of Lando, though. And yes, we'll make it through. Look at that. Right onto the gearbox of the Ferrari as we head through the snail, well, not quite a snail section, but very, very slow speed through here, and hopefully that's going to leave Lando Norris as well vulnerable, because of course he won't have the DRS. Just need to try and get a good run, which I'm not going to be able to achieve, of course, because F122 traction, but DRS enabled. 4 seconds up to Zhou Guanyu at the road. Nice to see him having a bit of a better weekend. No idea what's happened to Esteban Ocon. Down the inside of Lando Norris. Oh, he turned in. We nudged the wall, but I mean, it was an aggressive move, but a move. As Lando into the pit lane. Did he get damage from that? He turned in on me, but... Oh, that's... Yeah, definitely. That one's a warning. Fair enough. That does leave me with no spare ones, which could come back to haunt me come the end of this race. Dog 212, absolutely. He did have Do in his second drive, but he was butt cheeks. The problem is the F2 drivers can't develop fast enough. Like, unless you give them like 15 seasons, they just can't get good enough quick enough. It's those little balancing things I really hope get fixed for the next F1 manager, because there were like so many great game mechanics, but it was just those little things that ruined it. To the inside of Zhou Guanyu. Don't see moves often at turn 1, but you know what? We'll have another one. Sense an opportunity. And now, my best mate Felipe Drugovich, I might have to push him off the podium again. What is the Haas hate? I like Haas as a team in real life. I just don't seem to get on with them well inside this game. I mean, I've literally done a Haas road to glory. Oh! Drugovich, thank you very much. I didn't force the error that time. Well, I kind of did, I suppose, but Drugovich with a lock-up, and that'll be probably the easiest move I've made all afternoon then. Back into P3 we go. Next up, Bottas then is Lawson. Only 2.5 seconds up the road. You can just see through the twisty bits. The aerodynamics this car's got. Look how quickly we rock up to Bottas. The AI try and run such little wing to give themselves an advantage in qualifying, but... yeah, you're just getting so much in the races. As can we try and get a run on Bottas down the back straight? Are we going to have a look to the inside? Yes, we are. A little bit of locking on the way in, but that's going to be 2 moves in a lap. Bottas is going to come back at me, though. Side by side through the next couple of corners, but Bottas decides that's a pointless exercise. And we are now back up then into P2 of the Miami Grand Prix. Oh, okay. We're only on like 30 lap old tyres, but we'll take a new fastest lap. 28.4, sorry. We are still racy. Here we go. Liam Lawson, though, he's going to go defensive on me. Lap 40 of 57. It's taken us a long time to try and get back to the lead of this Grand Prix. Lawson, very, very late on the brakes. Can I switch him off the corner? Not quite there. He does get the power down nicely. We got yellow flags out, though. Someone's got issues further back. Oh, it's Zhou Guanyu. Out, I think, of the Grand Prix, or at least he's gone round. We are going to try and take the lead, though, in the process. And up into the lead we go. Here in Miami, 16 laps to go. We've still got to make a second stop, but so did the AI. And Zhou Guanyu hasn't completely retired from this race, but definitely span. But now I've got to try and get a little margin of safety over Lawson, because we don't know when the AI are going to pit again yet, and if my tyres are going to hit the cliff. Yeah, people now don't want me to bottle it just so they can see the dog. Oh! We almost called it, chat. Oh, no! Right, that's fine. That's fine. What we can do, we can put a new front wing on, and we're going to box now. It's only slightly earlier than I would have had to. We're going to take 1 click of front wing off as well. And yep, everyone said I was going to bottle it again, and immediately I have, as soon as I've taken the lead. But I'm not panicking yet. Right, can we come out ahead of Teo Porcher? Yes, we can. That's good. So, now we've got to try and work on this undercut. It's probably only going to be 1 or 2 laps, but we've got to go for it. We've opened up a 3-second gap on Porcher in a lap. We are motoring still. But, like I said, this will be roughly where we start seeing the AI pit. Oh, come on, Zhou Guanyu, get on with it. I'm practically pushing him along. Oh, that is so slow. So slow by the McLaren. Don't hit the bump. Don't hit the bump. Surely this time around. I mean, look at that. The AI often have got ridiculous traction out of there, and I'm still sticking to his gearbox. We know how much torque that McLaren's got, but surely this is going to be a done deal. So Guanyu goes defensive to the outside. He's going to try and outbrake him. Oh, round the outside, round the outside. And there we go. Back up into P6 then. No one has pit though still. 15 laps to go. 28.3. New fast lap of the day. I've had very, very good pace. Just lack consistency here. Oh, there we go. Charles Leclerc into the pits.
Charles is in for his stop now.
So the AI are starting to pit then for the final time this afternoon. We should be out still ahead of Charlie boys, surely. Despite the front wing change. Everyone else, of course, is going to be going softs. 27.1. Hello. That's what we want to see, as we are going to come out still ahead of Drogovic. What is the gap to Drogovic going to be?
You're now running in third.
Like 3 seconds there or thereabouts? 3.5 seconds to Drogovic. Yeah, I've got to make sure I harvest a bit of battery, but you know what, at the moment we're just trying to fly. So I can stay close to Lawson and Bottas. Top 2 into the pit lane then for the final time this afternoon. Will we be ahead, or I will hopefully know how much I need to try and close in. Of course, the AI have also on cold tyres, so I don't have to deal with that either. Up over the start-finish line, 27.9. And I think we're going to be ahead. I think we are going to be back into the lead of the Miami Grand Prix. 12 laps to go, and we have, despite the front wing change, the undercut has been so powerful here. We are up into the lead once more. 12 laps to go. Now, I've bottled it every time I've got back into the lead today. Let's not do it again. No!
Given a time penalty for that last incident, mate.
Right, at least I don't have to worry about mornings anymore, but I have got to try and get the gap over Lawson to 3 seconds. Deary me. Oh, there we go. It's 3 seconds. Right, so we have got to monitor that still towards the end of this race. How many bottles am I going to have this afternoon? Surely we can monitor this. How was Lawson second? Because he's absolutely rapid on this game. He should have won his 3rd ever Formula 1 race. And Alpine is very... No! Come on, Matt. Come on, you're better... Lawson! You're better than this. Did it right. Come on, focus up. Focus up. Perez, Bottas, sorry, he's going to try and have a look as well. Chat, I'm sorry. We're going to try and cook. No! Oh, honestly, this game's traction. This game's traction, man. I can't cope with it. I cannot. It's so unpredictable. So unpredictable. I'm lost. I'm lost, honestly. Come on, we've got to get back past Charles.
Caution, caution.
I'm lost for words with this race. Give Leclerc a big old squeeze. I cannot believe I'm doing this. I mean, all we can really hope for is that Bottas maybe starts battling Lawson at the front. That can slow them down. I mean, we're not far away from him still. If I didn't have the 3-second penalty, we'd absolutely still be on, but that 3-second penalty is just going to make things so difficult towards the end of this thing, but I'm not giving up. Surely this can be a run on Checo. Surely, I mean, this has got to be the run on Checo. I can't afford to sit behind him through the middle sector. I've used so much battery, though. How is he still pulling away? What is that? Is that Red Bull got the real-life DRS trick? Look, I'm actually gaining the corners, but it's all pointless if I can't do anything down the straights. No, 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 no. Oh, we'll try and get underneath him. We have. He's going to muscle me towards the wall, though. He's going to throw him off on the exit. Of course, that's my fault. Of course, that's my fault that I got a good run, FIA, but let's try and get a run down the back straight. No. No. Don't do this. I don't think that was anyone in chat. I think that was genuinely the game. Oh, Checo, what are you doing? He's locked up. He's giving me front wing damage. Please don't be an engine failure after everything we've been through. Don't do this. Don't do this game. How was that a good move? Mark, that was awful. I don't know.
Okay, we have a severe engine issue.
I can't believe that. 52 laps. Multiple bottles. Multiple fightbacks. 5 laps from home. I mean, it's what I'm known for on this game. I honestly thought that was going to be chat again. Someone had timed it perfectly. I'm speechless. I'm absolutely speechless.
They've done it then. A truly magnificent win here at the Miami International Autodrome. What do you think it was today, Ant, that gave them the edge over the competition?
I really feel the track layout combined with the track temperatures we saw today suited their car. These cars come alive when the tyres are just at the right temperature, and the driver did a great job managing that as well. They just look so comfortable out there. It's like anything, it always looks so easy when it all just clicks.
Red Bull are our winners today after showcasing some incredible driving. There's been a huge push from them lately to stay competitive with the other teams, and they're certainly proving themselves. Charles Leclerc, currently leading the championship standings, extends his lead even further with this result. So let's review the updated driver standings. Well, after an incredible day of racing, who was your driver of the day, Ant?
I have to give it to Mr. Monaco. Look at where they finished compared to where they started. It's not easy to cut through the field like that in Formula 1, so it was a great effort.
It's time to see how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. No change in the top spot then, but with today's points, their hold on that lead is getting weaker. Another team that will be satisfied with this Grand Prix is Alfa Romeo, whose good result moves them further up the championship. Well, what an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
Well, I love Anthony Davidson there. I get driver of the day. Look at where I finished in comparison to where I started. First to 21st. I don't quite get that, but oh, that is heartbreaking. So much went wrong during that Grand Prix. And I mean, I think the ending was really the cherry on top of the absolute mud cake there. Valtteri Bottas takes his first win of the year for Red Bull there. Lawson again has been robbed in yet another Grand Prix there ahead of Felipe Drugovich. Charles Leclerc recovers to fourth ahead of Perez and Théo Pourchaire there. Ocon ahead of Mick Schumacher, Yuri Vips and Pierre Gasly rounding out our top 10. Zhou Guanyu unlucky not to score there. And Lando Norris having a nightmare down in P16. But that means championship-wise, Charles Leclerc does open up his lead at the top again. It's 25 points over Sergio Perez. Bottas now leapfrogs his way into P3. I'm down to 8th. Overall in the championship, but there is less than, well, 9 points from third down to myself there. We have just been so unlucky early on this season there. Pourchaire gets his first points of the year, leapfrogs all the way up to 12th place. And constructors-wise, though, the gap at the top down to 16 ahead of Red Bull as well there. Alfa Romeo now tied with AlphaTauri up into 9th, and still only Aston Martin, our team, yet to score. But thank you all so much for watching this video. If you have enjoyed, please do make sure you leave a like, get yourself subscribed as well, and we will be back when Formula 1 returns to the jewel in the crown. We'll be back next time out in Monaco. You guys do not want to miss that. None of these videos would be possible without the help of our channel members, so a massive thank you to all of the names you see on your screens currently for helping support the channel. You can join them by clicking the join button down below, and yeah, thank you once again to everyone that continues all the insane support on my work.